Hey Aries, what's going on? The first card that we have out is Six of Wands. This is a cool thing to be seeing because Six of Wands is a card of putting effort in, like trying to do something, and Six of Wands is like when you accomplish that. So it's kind of like I made it across the finish line, and it can feel very exciting, and you can feel like you're kind of seeing what your effort has done in that moment, and you can feel really happy about it too, because it's like something serious that we've been putting work into. Like you've been trying to do this, whatever it was, and now you can be like just really looking at what you're capable of and feel like I was able to do that. I wanted to do that. I was able to do it. It went in my favor, and now I just feel happy. So it can be kind of a time of celebration. You can be feeling really cheery. And when we have Six of Wands too, it can be this feeling of like the fight is over as far as all of this energy, because we have the Five of Wands before that, which is like, I'm trying to wrestle this monster here, make this thing happen, or I have to put all of this energy in, and it's like constant, and just all of that stuff that's piling in there. And when we have that Six of Wands, it's like coming out the victor. Like everything was kind of moving all around. You didn't know what was going to happen. And then finally, it's like you come out on top. And so it's that feeling of, I put in effort. It felt really challenging to me. And this feels so rewarding in this moment. So that's really what I'm getting here for this. This moment feeling very rewarding. Because it's not the same as something not being difficult and then you're kind of handed the prize, and it's like, it's cool that it's a prize, but it's different when you put in effort and you get the prize. And so there can be this feeling of passion that's connected with this, of something that you cared about going your way. And it feels like some challenging piece of what you've been going through is now over. So I'm seeing there be a cycle closing out that's connected with this. Or is it? I'm seeing Two of Swords. Maybe you feel like you're not totally in the clear. Maybe something... What's with this Two of Swords? I think that if you've been going through something and you're still feeling maybe the sting left over, or the trials left over, where that energy of input is still impacting you. It's like if you run a race and you cross the finish line, but you still have to catch your breath. There's something about this, but I feel like as you catch your breath, then seeing things as they are is going to set into place. And that may be something that you don't totally feel like you're there right now. You could have also been holding off on something. Just something that needed to be done. Maybe it was something you didn't want to let go of, but it could have felt like this is a big choice. Because I'm seeing something here about being committed to the way that you feel. Maybe also too, something is actually a win for you, but maybe it doesn't totally feel like that just because of what you had to go through. I'm seeing justice. Maybe you won some type of battle. When we have justice, it can be like you can win a legal battle. It can be something finally being squared away. It can be things. It can kind of feel like the score is settled a bit. That can be something as well. But those can be more surface level things. I think really what this means is that you are right with yourself. Because that is what you've been working on ultimately. Like, you've been mastering this principle having to do with this Libran energy here, which is going to be when life actually feels like there's a genuine, deep sense of harmony. And so maybe you needed to harmonize something that was disconnected or like out of whack, out of balance before. It's that feeling of looking over everything and being like everything's in its right place, but it seems like something wasn't in its right place, and so it needed to be corrected. And you could feel that within, but maybe this was something you were keeping to yourself with Justice and the High Priestess here. You could have been not saying. I almost get this feeling of something feeling challenging for you with the Ten of Swords above the High Priestess, but maybe not expressing that. Or like something really impacting you deeply and maybe not expressing that. Like maybe something happened. You know what I'm seeing now? I wonder if something went on that could have felt extremely triggering and you could have reacted in a big way, but instead you found a way to maintain balance. And so even though I'm seeing you kind of be like in some pain here, it feels like you didn't. It's like something whacked you on the foot really hard, and for some reason it feels like it would have been disorderly for you to like yell really loudly, and so it's like you kept silent. And for some reason, that's like what you were supposed to do in this scenario, but it doesn't mean that your foot doesn't hurt. So something definitely happened here. I feel like something's still up in the air as well. Like there's a reason why you wouldn't have yelled. There's a reason why you would have kept this to yourself. Meaning there's a reason why you didn't have a big outward reaction to this, and it's because something is still in the process of happening. This is interesting because I wasn't really seeing this initially, but now I'm seeing that going on here. Something is still up in the air. It's like there's some deciding factor still, and I wonder for some of you if this has to do with a connection or a new chapter potentially that's getting started, because I am seeing Ace of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, something has still not been decided upon. It's like, I don't know what the right thing is to do here. I think like as far as your own personal understanding of what that is, let's clarify this again. Can you tell me? I don't think that you're meant to be rushing to a conclusion yet. I think that something is going on that it may kind of rub you the wrong way, but I'm seeing it be like not wanting to be explosive about it. Even if that just means too hastily calling something out, it feels like being more chill. To like not let this get the best of you, because I'm seeing something is still unfolding and it's like, wait, I want to see what happens, and if I make a like big mess or like a big deal of this right now or like throw a fit right now, I'm not going to be able to see that. So I get just something like this where it felt like maybe you needed to keep something in a little bit. I'm not saying like this doesn't feel like a repression or anything. This feels more so like discipline or like self-control to me. but it feels like in a way where it could have been really difficult not to react and like make a big deal out of something, because you may have really wanted to. But with the High Priestess, this feels like a very masterful display where you're like, you didn't get out of control, where, I don't know, like maybe in another situation you might have, but not in this one. And maybe it's allowing you to have a little bit of a release here as well. I'm seeing something about you're about to like get information, or there's about to be movement or something happening, and maybe that was also delayed too for some of you. So you're working on basically your past stuff here. I mean, there's a present situation that's going on, yeah, that may have brought up your past stuff for you, past emotional stuff that would be like, that's a trigger for me. And then like something happened within this situation that it feels like it brought that up. But it may have also... it may have also split your vision from feeling good about things. Like maybe this situation that happened, I don't think it's going to stay like this, but it feels like, let's say that there's a rock that you love and that you've been taking care of, and you accidentally drop it on your foot. It's like in that moment when you drop it on your foot, you may hate that rock in the moment, but it's like you actually love that rock. And so it feels like in that moment, something happened that made you like look at it and feel a type of way towards it, but that at your core, you don't really feel that way. And I think this is about not screaming at the rock that falls on your foot, because you know that you love that rock and you don't want to do that. So I think there's some type of transmutation emotionally that had to happen rather than you just freaking out. Because I feel something kind of volatile here. And there is also stuff going on right now, I think, like transit-wise, that can make it easier to kind of tap into this sort of energy where it's just like very explosive. Because, you know, the essence of Aries is to react quickly, to respond quickly. It's part of the nature of Aries. Because Aries is like that, you know, you're on the battlefield, you have to respond, something's coming at you, you have to move out of the way or whatever. Like that is Aries energy. And so like doing things quick in that way where it's like my body's moving before I'm thinking, or like I'm reacting before I really reflected on it, because it's just like the nature. So working with that part of yourself can be something that feels really challenging. But I also feel like you're deep into this practice of yours, of like keeping things kind of more serene here, but not in a way where you're suppressing anything. This feels more so like transmuting. So you're shifting the energy around, but it may be some volatile, difficult energy to do that with. Because even like, I'm here keeping the peace. When I see Libra and the moon together, this is like the opposite of Aries energy. This is your counterpart energy. This is your sister sign, Libra here. And Libra moon is going to be about like reconciliation, collaboration, understanding. It's going to be about working together, teamwork, rather than kind of blowing everything out of the water in a way where it's like you're not being very collaborative right now. So maybe this is you working on keeping things level and steady within your own self, because High Priestess is a very sensitive point for us. High Priestess is kind of like that moon IC energy where it's like maybe something happened to a part of you, you felt hurt within a part of you that feels very sensitive. And to not have a big explosive reaction, but to rather say, let me see how I can bring things back into balance without making matters worse. That's really the thrust of what's happening here with Justice and the High Priestess. And to even be seeing, it feels like this can give you some type of revelation about your past as well. And maybe even have you remember that you don't really hate whoever's involved in this situation. You actually deeply care for whatever's involved in this situation. And that you were like momentarily blinded from seeing that just because of the pain of what kind of unfolded within whatever was happening here. And then you're like, oh, I love being here with you, working on things together. It's like then that comes back because you grounded your energy. But it could have been really difficult to do this because I feel like in a way the energy almost seems like you kind of breeze through it, but I'm actually getting this be like really intense and really challenging. Like this may have taken all of your strength to do. The sign of you doing this the right way is that you will feel very empowered by the way that you moved through this. You'll have very good feelings about it. And now I'm seeing things moving forward. It's like that chapter is closing, now you're moving forward, or like that event, that situation, that challenging part of things is closing, now we're moving forward. It's like working on things again. Showing back up. Yeah, for many of you, I'm seeing this have to do with a relationship. You can be kind of like silently assessing things as well, but I see this being more private the way that you're doing it. Maybe to just see things more closely, look at things more closely, look at things more clearly. Okay, so I'm seeing something where it's like wanting to make a move and then there being doubt or like not doing it, but then something happening where it's like then somebody's doing something. Because I'm seeing a lot of knights coming out here. I'm also seeing Aquarius. It just feels like something kind of confusing that had been going on actually. Okay. I don't want to get too lost in this. Let's just leave this here. We are going to end the reading now. I want to thank everyone for connecting. Thank you for tuning in. I'm sending everybody love, and I hope to catch you guys next time.